call climatic factors. Means the external weather, okay, tends to also affect our body, and it also seems to appear similarly in the body. So who here has like pain, right? Arthritic pain, and it's like, you ever heard people say, I can tell the weather with my joint pain? Yeah. I can tell it's gonna be raining and it's gonna be really, really cold. And the more painful it is, right? The more I know it's coming. It's coming fast, right? So yeah. So the cold affects it, and it will affect your low back oftentimes. Okay? The kidneys are more susceptible. Sometimes it tends to be a fearful person constitutionally for whatever reason in their life, you know. Some people victimize themselves, you know, some people have issues. Um, when I was young, when I had all that back pain, I did have quite a lot of worry and fear going on in my body uh, as well. Okay, so the cold will contract and stagnate because it like shrinks the blood vessels, right? And so it will be painful. Okay, you guys can look over. I'm just gonna do some highlights, um, and then uh, there's also what we call wind, right? Sometimes who here has had joint pain that, you know, raise your finger, raise your hand if it moves from place to place. It like that does not stay, right? Some, you know, yes, you're rubbing the hand, the arm, right? But it's like, eh, it's here. No, not here. Now here, here in the hand, and it's so painful, right? My grandmother used to tell me these things. I never understood about it. Um, you know, and then it can therefore cause sudden rigidity, and sometimes also people have dizziness going on too. It's just like the wind is blowing inside the body. This is because the endocrine system or your stress management system is off. So that would affect what we say the liver system. Okay, and I would treat that. Sometimes certain foods will also affect it too. Yeah, and pain, migraine, headache pain often. Sometimes people are affected by eating chocolate. Yeah, ever had that before? You eat chocolate and it's like, oh, painful, painful. I know I'm not supposed to eat, but the chocolate's so good, you know. You know. So yeah. And again, the fire and summer heat is the excessive warmth and heat in the body. My typo there, and also from fevers, from heat stroke, it causes your chi to rise up quickly. Yeah, and your headaches. You ever had that before? You know, and sometimes people also changing right from AC in the summer to the heat out there, or from the heat going into AC. It's like it hurts. Okay, it's just a quick change, right, in the blood vessels, right, and that will cause pain. Basically, it affects your blood flow. All right, and then dampness, right? Dampness, you might recognize this because maybe the joints are swollen. Okay, they're puffy, they're fat, right? So that means the exchange of fluid, because blood has the blood platelets, blood corpuscles, they have white blood cells, red blood cells, you know, protecting us, but it's supposed to have that osmotic interchange uh, between the fluids in the body and the blood to nourish your organs. But if it's not working out well, then it causes inflammation in there too. So that would be like dampness. And oftentimes people's food affects it too. And then the people have dryness, right? They're not, again, as I said, not sweating properly. There's something going on with the protective chi in the body. So it just dries it up and itchy. And so especially this time as the weather starts to get cooler, right? Anyone have like itchiness in the skin? Okay, also to the fact that it's painful, yeah, right? You have dry cough, mouth, nose. So this is the time especially, okay, to really make sure that you're hydrating enough, you know, and then you drink warm teas, right, and you have soups. Okay, so very much I find Chinese medicine very practical because it helps us to manage our energy through the different seasons, because it's not separate from us, right? We all need to live in sync with nature.